Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Cat back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about why I am banned and why I'm not staff on Fusion MC anymore, which, yeah. Let's go ahead and go into it because it's all on Skype. Alright, so let's get into it. It started out when Regen, person I know fairly well, just randomly told me, Girlcat, help me, please, please. The owner griefed my island. And if you guys don't know, on Fusion, we have a skyblock, and he said, I spent 2 days on. And I said, what owner? And then he said, of Fusion, please make a video on it, get him hate. Tristan is his IGN. And then I said, why would he do that? And he said, and then, I don't know, he banned me after. And I said, did he say something to you? And he said, what happened was I was placing diamonds to level up my island, then I saw him place glass and click it with a wood axe. Then all of a sudden, everything gets moved, and everything's messed up. And then I said, but did he say anything? And he said, no. I said, WTF did you grief me? Then he banned me, saying, don't accuse me, and you won't be unbanned until you show proof. And I said, of what? And then he said of him doing it. But I didn't have proof, because he can't really get proof of that. So then he adds me to this chat, and so basically there was a call, but I didn't join it, but he said, I don't care, because she's going to help me out on YouTube, making a vid on what you did. You literally moved my island. How else did it complete change? And you clicked it with an axe, a wooden axe. Yes, you did. And he said, do you have proof? How am I supposed to screenshot that? And he also said, also enjoy your band to him, and then he said, Girlcat. And then he was like, it was a simple click, and he's like, I hear you're gonna make a video about me. Can I be in it? Approved. So basically, I stood up to him for this. I stood up to him because I keep getting these complaints from every single person like that gets banned on my Skype. Hey, Approved banned me for like no reason. Blah blah blah. He did this for no reason. Blah 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 blah. And I know he's probably watching this video right now. So, yeah. So I said, Approved, I do see a lot of people talking about how you are a bad owner, banning them without reason, how they're quitting because of you, why is this? And then Regen's like, because he abuses, then bans people. And then he says, Girlcat, whatever, believe what they say, you're being demoted. And basically, this shows that he literally just demoted me for, like, absolutely no reason. He demoted me either because he was mad, or because I stood up to him and actually believed somebody. And that is a very, very stupid reason to demote somebody, and also ban them. Anyway, so let's keep on going on because it's not finished. Regen said, Approved, I've known her longer, I bet. And he's like, I don't care. And I said, demoted or not, I don't care. Because I really don't care. I really don't. And then Regen said, thanks, Girlcat. I knew you'd have my back. Screenshot this chat if you would. And then Approved said, oh wow, in chat with us. And then I said, I'm serious. Many people complain to me about that. And he says, alright, okay, whatever. Believe what people say. Also, go ahead and expose me. And I said, I'm not exposing you. And then he's like, enjoy your banned channel after you do so. And I'm like, I won't expose you. I don't hate you. I said the same thing that I said before. And I said, you've never actually answered that question. He still has not answered that question. And then he said, number 1, bans reset. And I talked to all players who were banned. So yeah, okay, kiddo. Kiddo. And then I said, I know that you reset the bans. I've done a lot for you. And he said, okay, great. But you don't seem to care the fact that I did all these things. And he said, I do care. And also, somebody actually made a video of him exposing him. And I told him not to quit. Besides, this is not exposing him. I'm just telling you guys why I'm banned and why I'm not co-owner on Fusion anymore. So, I said, are you demoting me just because I believe somebody for once? And he said, no. And I said, then why? He said, reasons. And I said, what are those reasons? It's not cool to demote me without an actual reason. Which, yeah, it's not cool to demote somebody if you don't actually have a reason, and also ban them from your server if you don't even have a reason. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think he banned me for. The reason I think is that he either got mad or he is just upset that I actually believe somebody and I believe they actually told the truth, which I am like 100% sure they did. So you guys let me know in the comment section down below. And guys, don't send him hate. But yeah, you guys go ahead and tell me down below in the comment section what you think. And, you know, I'm not upset about this, but I just wanted to tell you guys why. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So, bye-bye.